Hey, what's up? This is Anthony with AGT Exotics, and today we're going to do a bunch of rehousings. Here's what we're going to... Alright, so one of our large scorpions passed away, so we have an enclosure available to uphouse a T. So in that process we're going to uphouse two more as well, because we'll have enclosures the next size up available. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this Grammostola pulchripes in this enclosure into the larger one, and then we're going to clean this one out. And then we're going to put this Aphonapelma seemani in this one. And then we're going to clean this one out. And then we're going to put this Tarantulas murinus keygoma little guy into this enclosure here. So here's the enclosure the Grammostola pulchripes is going to go into. Pretty happy with it. I did my soil mixture, which is cocoa fiber, orchid bark, charcoal, and sphagnum moss. And it's a little bit wet because it was super dry, but when it dries out I'll just be kind of keeping one section damp where the water dish is. Alright, let's go ahead and transfer this tea over. I'm not sure if this is a male or a female yet. We're always hoping female, but hey. It should go pretty smooth, but seeing I just said that, that should change. She tried to attack it. For being a really gentle tea, that was a little shocking. Let's see. Let's use the longer tongs. Seeing it's going for food response here. I believe that's what's happening. There you go. Come on now. There you go, girl. Saying girl, but I'm not sure what it is. Okay, now I know this is not a food source. Now it's going to be nice and chill, like they normally are. That was pretty sketchy. Even the gentlest teas will be very vigorous in their attack for food, so you got to make sure that you're not being mistaken for a food source. It's always good. This is one of the more gentle teas too. This one is handleable. I'm not into handling them yet. Especially, I'm going to wait until they chill out a little more. A lot of mine are not quite full grown yet. But there we go. Nice big enclosure for it. This is a Grammostola pulchripes. Very beautiful. Larger tea. So we get into the 7-inch range. There we go. Kind of blends right in there with that the substrate. Let's see if you can get a better view over. Alright, well, we don't want to harass it too much. Alright, let's close it before we have some problems with stress or escaping. There we go. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I'm going to clean the other enclosure and then we'll move it over. Alright, here's the enclosure for the Phonopelma simani. I actually don't know much about this guy. I really never looked it up at all. This is one of the ones I got from my buddy Bobby, and I mean I believe it's New World. I'm pretty sure of that. Not exactly sure where it's from. Okay, let's make sure that it's not doing food response. Food response. Okay, I think it's over it. Let's try to get it in there, in the new enclosure. Oh, it's super fast. Alright, maybe I should get some catch cups. I'll be back. Alright, this guy's pretty quick and sketchy, so we're gonna play this cautiously. We're gonna try to be as cautious as possible. There we go. Oh, it almost went in. It's too much bumping around. Alright, here we go. We'll do it right this time. Hopefully. I just got this plastic plant that was kind of giving me resistance and I wasn't trying to crush it. There we go. It's trying to get to its comfortable substrate that it's familiar with that has web on it. There you go. There it is right there. It's just starting to get its blues. It's the blue color form. After it settles in, I'll try to get a photograph of it. It's a really pretty tea. It's basically going to look the same as the Grammostola pulchripes, the one we just did with the golden stripes on its legs, but it's going to be blue. Fairly similar looking. Alright, let's move on to the next one. When I was looking for stuff to set these enclosures up, I found another little square, so we can go ahead and do the other one right now. Here's a quick little view of it. It's very pretty. Phonopelma simani. Alright, so here's the Tarantulas murinus kigoma, number 2. I have 3 of these guys. They are super teeny, which means that they're going to be really fast and could easily get away. And so I'm going to be really cautious about this one, and I'm just going to open the lid and set it in there and kind of half cover it and try to poke it out and then remove it that way so I can easily close it off if I need to. Because at this stage they're really small. A lot of times if you're really cautious about it, you can always just set it in there and let the animal, little spider, come out on its own. And so to do that, you would just put the lid on, just leave it be. But what happens a lot of times is a little critter, the little whatever it is really, will use the vial as its home, and it will kind of venture out. If you don't mind that, that works great. But I don't like that. I like to remove all of the old material when I rehouse, so I have a clean, fresh start. So we're going to attempt to leave the lid kind of half on when we do this here. It may be hard to see what I'm doing, but after it's all done I will show a better video of the little guy. Another reason I wanted to get it out of these little vials or whatever you want to call it is because you can't see what they look like at all. And I have a catch cup ready to go here. And that's just really any little container that you can use to catch them. Alright, so, and this little guy is trying to go underwater. It literally hit the water dish and burrowed into the water. Here it comes. It's burrowing further underneath the water. Holy crap. Pardon my language. Check this out. This is amazing. This is very unexpected for this desert species. At least I believe that's where it's from. Okay, that's the extent of my zoom. There we go. Alright, so what you see is just its rear end sticking up out of the water, and its legs and everything it's pulling itself down under the water. But you can see, I'll try to take a picture with my other camera to show you that there's air bubbles along all the legs and the body and the torso and everything. Here it comes. It just came back out of the water. Completely dry. Wow, that's amazing. I thought only species that, like a few species that live next to water. Maybe this one lives next to water. I need to do more research. Let's see. I should put a lid on before I lose it. But what an amazing little tarantula. And this is a Tarantulas murinus variation. Wow. So, like I was saying, I thought This is the only species I knew of that does that. It's the Hysteriocates gigas. Here. It actually, that's one of its features that it does. It would dive into like a river or a lake or stream and climb underneath and stay underneath the water for quite a while from predators, and just lives like on the banks. This guy needs a rehousing pretty quick too. Too bad you can't really see it in there. But this one specializes in doing what we just witnessed. Alright, I'm just rambling because I'm amazed, but hey. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you happen to enjoy it, please like, share, and subscribe. There's the subscribe button, there's a video recommended for you, and there's the AGT Exotics playlist. Alright, catch you guys next time.